fellow history fans, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be the answers to the ASMR history quiz that we did the other day, so we'll get a bit more background on the history, but I think it's probably going to be quite a short video really. So yes, I hope you enjoy. The background has officially changed for Christmas. Don't worry though, the Artemis and Apollo busts will be back. They are just momentarily in storage. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Enjoy. So we started with just personal opinion questions really, like what's your favourite era and what era would you be the age you are now in? And I don't think I could say just one, because obviously I've sort of accidentally become a Roman history person over on TikTok, but I've just sort of fallen into that because of my work. I do enjoy it, I love it, but I would have always said Tudors would have been where I thought I'd go, but then obviously I chose classics rather than history for my degree, so I don't know. See, I've already started rambling, so maybe it won't be a short video, but yes, I'd like to see medieval times and the Middle Ages to see if it's how we really think, like how it's portrayed and things. I'd also like to wear the costumes, but maybe that's more the like fantasy medieval costumes. And the costumes, they're not costumes that people just wore, clothes, oh my goodness. So yes, that's probably the first one. And the second one, I asked who your favourite monarch was, and from past videos, if you've watched them, you'll know I'm a big Lady Jane Grey, Queen Jane Grey fan. I also like Elizabeth I, but I do, as much as a lot of people, like a lot of historians on like Historygram, what do you call it, history Instagram, like slander Henry VIII, but he's a gateway into history for so many people, which is why I think he's up there with my favourite monarchs, just because if you ask people who know nothing else about history, they'll be able to tell you Henry VIII was a king, and as silly as that sounds, he is the starting point for so many people in history, so I like him. I'm going to be doing a video on some Middle Ages women, and I think I've put down Matilda and Eleanor of Aquitaine, so when I know more about them I'm sure they would be on my list as well, but we'll find out. Okay, so now rather than rambling quite so much, I'm just going to look at my list and tell you. So we then said who's your favourite leader, and I've written down Boudicca or Nero, but obviously he's an emperor, so not leader at all, don't know what I was thinking. But you could argue, I suppose. No, you absolutely can't, he's an emperor, not leader. Your favourite type of history, I've put everyday or fashion. I'm not a fashion person, I think I just enjoy learning about the everyday of people in history and like what they wore, mostly because I like dressing up and I want to dress up in all the different era costumes. I just think it's interesting how fashion and everyday life has changed, from sponges to toilet paper, or from like even like eyeshadow, like it's changed but it hasn't, and it's nice to see how similar we are from generations or societies that we think we're nothing like them, but then you look at the everyday and like diaries and things like that, we have changed but we haven't. Do you know what I mean? That's what I enjoy learning about. I then said, have you got a favourite battle or war you enjoy learning about? And I'm not particularly a battle or war like military history person, but what did Achilles fight in? The Trojan War, let's go with that. Favourite innovator or creator, I haven't written one down. And then I've got which brothers invented the plane, and that's the Wright brothers. A lovely lady in my comments told me that, so thank you for that if that was you. So yeah, that's all the personal opinion ones. Sorry I don't have many personal opinions written down. I think for this video I was thinking more of just giving you the answers, so I've now sat down to film and be like, oh, I haven't got my opinions ready. Which sounds daft because obviously everyone has opinions, but I feel like when I say something in regards to history I have to have like facts to tell you guys, and I don't have that prepared, so let's just skip to the next part. That's fine, right? Can you forgive me? So first we have, who was the first Roman emperor? And it is, of course, Emperor Augustus, arguably the greatest emperor. And then in 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius destroyed 2 Roman cities, which was, that's right, Pompeii and Herculaneum. We then have, sorry, I've written it down because I can't remember the order I asked them in. Which 2 cities fought in the Peloponnesian War? Athens and Sparta. Which goddess is the Parthenon dedicated to? Athena. Which dynasty was Cleopatra part of? And it's the Ptolemaic. And, oh, can you name the 7 wonders of the ancient world? Now, I can't. I'm going to be honest with you, so I'm going to read it from the internet. Bear with. Also, I was trying to be so sneaky with my microphone, but I keep lifting my hand up, so smashed that one, didn't I? Right, where are you? Right, the 7 wonders of the ancient world are the Great Pyramids of Giza in Egypt, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, sorry, the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, the Colossus of Rhodes, and the Lighthouse of Alexandria. There you go, well done if you got them. I would have said the Sphinx, but they're just the 7 wonders of the world, aren't they, rather than the 7 wonders of the ancient world? Is that right? I don't know. Let me know. Next we have, when was Caesar assassinated? And it was the Ides of March, which is the 15th of March, 44 BCE. When did Alexander the Great conquer Egypt? That was 332 BCE. How old was King Tutankhamun when he died? It was 19. And can you name the ancient trade route that connected the east and west? Yes. It's the Silk Road. The answer is the Silk Road. Next, I have written which year was the French Revolution in 1789, and what event sparked World War II, and it's the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. Who was the last Tsar of Russia? It's Nicholas II. Where did Einstein live before the USA is Germany? What war was the Xmas? Oh my goodness, which year was the Christmas truce? And it was World War II. Did I say year then? Oh, for goodness sake, you know what I mean. I then asked you, how old was Queen Elizabeth when she was crowned? Now, I meant the first, but I didn't specify, so if you said the age of the second, that's fine. Elizabeth I was 25 and Elizabeth II was 27. Is that right, or is it the other way around? He was the first Mongol ruler. I think in the last video I said king, but I meant ruler. And it's Genghis Khan. And what year did the plague come to Europe and Asia? It was 1347. And then I can't read my writing. 2 seconds. How long did the Han Dynasty rule China? And it was over 400 years. And who fought in the 100 Years' War? And it was Britain and France. Well done so far. I wouldn't have got a lot of these, so don't worry. Then we have, when did the Berlin Wall fall? 1989. Who was the infamous royal divorce? It was Charles and Diana. Google launched in 1998, and the Good Friday Agreement or Pact. The Good Friday thing was Britain and Ireland, and Mandela was released from prison in 1990. And the final question was, do you know mine? And please tell me your favourite ancient Greek god or goddess. And I always tend to go for Artemis, because girl power. My star sign is Cancer and she's my goddess, and I like the moon and all her imagery. She's just my favourite. I wrote my dissertation on Athena, so I really like Athena as well. And Aphrodite. But yes, Artemis I always go for the most, because, I don't know, natural, what's the word? Natural, like, I'm drawn to her. Is that a thing? I don't know. And then obviously when I went to that shop, they had like, you know, the busts I usually have in my background is Artemis and Apollo, but that shop I went to, they had like Queen Victoria, and they had some random like general, and then they had like Winston Churchill, and then they had Artemis, and I was like, well, that's a sign. I'm sorry if you think I'm absolutely bonkers now, but there we are. So yes, who was your favourite? Let me know. If you don't have a favourite, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter at all. I was just curious. Well, there we go. That's it for today, I'm afraid. I hope you've enjoyed. If you want me to do a proper video on all those personal opinion questions, I happily will in the new year, because I can actually plan it and then give you information and actually like tell you the stories and the actual historical facts that I like, rather than just rambling at you. So I'm very sorry about doing that, but I hadn't really planned this video very well, so please let me know if you do want a proper video on that kind of stuff, and I can do that for you. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what you can of this video, and I will see you during Vlogmas on Tuesday, even though this week I messed up and just randomly posted it at lunchtime on Monday. Thanks for watching, bye!